Here's a tutorial for this 6x6 sand door. First, let's see the opening and the closing. So here's the closing. It's best to wait until this hopper is empty, which is why I had this little thing. And let's see the opening. Now, I'm actually going to maneuver here to see the backside so you can see how the pistons are working. Yeah, so let's see the materials list. The materials are 59 solid wiring blocks, 3 transparent wiring blocks, 14 pistons, 39 sticky pistons, 9 torches, 8 repeaters, 6 comparators, 48 pieces of redstone dust, 4 redstone blocks, 30 observers, 1 bell, 12 hoppers, 1 dropper, 1 immovable object, 5 targets, 42 of one type of throwaway item, 9 of another type of throwaway item, 24 of one type of 16 stackable item, 18 of another type of 16 stackable item, 3 unstackable items, 20 floor blocks, and of course 36 falling blocks to compose your door. Okay, so let's build a layout. We'll need 6 sticky pistons like this. Extend that up by 4. So there should be a 5x6 row of upward sticky pistons like this. Then the 6th row should be normal pistons, as the sand will fall on its own. Then put your rows of sand. I'll quickly check that this is 6 wide, or I meant 6 tall. And to finish the layout, we will need a piston here, a piston here, a piston here, a sticky piston here, and 2 sticky pistons facing upwards. So now let's show how we're going to power these pistons. So on the side with the pistons without the sticky pistons on them, put 5 observers like this, a bell like that, a block like this, and 5 pieces of redstone dust like that. Then from there on you can just put a row here, redstone dust here, row here, redstone dust here, row here, redstone dust here, a row here, redstone dust here, one here, and dust here. And this is our final row. Let's also just build the floor real quick. Okay, so let's make the closing circuit now. So we're gonna have a piston here, and let's just remove this redstone for now so we can place a torch, and then I'll power it. Now I can place the redstone back. Now you need to put your immovable block here, put your piston here, redstone torch, and a repeater on 2 ticks. So this will fire this and then that. Then you want to place a redstone dust here and a repeater on 4 ticks. So it'll power this, this, and that. Now you place a piston here, redstone torch here, and like you see in most extenders, now we can just start with the torch ladder. So just up like this. And put blocks here and 4 tick repeaters on all these. Remember, all these repeaters have to be 4 ticks, otherwise it will break. And now if you test this, it will work. And as you see, it all extends. Okay, so now we can make the logic for these 2 things. Well, actually just this thing. The other one you'll see in a minute. So you want to extend this by 3 blocks, redstone on all of these, target block, and a torch. And so this is the first hopper ROM we'll be constructing. The other ones will be more sophisticated, but all this does is just power something at a delay. So we can just put our items in there and they'll actually funnel. So you need to put 28 items. Then an observer here, comparator here, sticky piston with a block, and an observer here, and an observer here, sticky piston with the block, observer, sticky piston, block, observer, block, hopper, and then the final observer, well actually not, there's another one over here. And that will power all of this. So now let's program the rest of the ROMs. So we can just put 2 blocks like this, one transparent, and put a redstone dust, and we'll put another target block, and we will put a regular piston. Now we'll put a redstone block here, regular block, redstone block, regular block, and then our final redstone block. Then we will put a piston here, and for now we'll just need this. Now what we will do is we will put a target block here and another target block 4 blocks up. We'll place a torch on just one of them. Now place your hopper ROMs. So just like place all of these hoppers facing towards each other. You just need 4 of them. Now that we have those ROMs in place, now you want to place some comparators. 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. I placed them a block too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, and place all the comparators. Now place a transparent block here, solid block here, and a transparent block here. And then this actually has to be some observers. And place redstone dust on each one of them. Then place an observer facing down here, an observer like here, 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 and finally over here. And so now we have the ROMs done. Finally, let's get the logic for this input line before we start programming the ROMs. So place a target block with 4 tick repeater, a sticky piston with the redstone block, and then 2 redstone dust that goes into here. We'll place a comparator and a repeater, but first let's place another observer detecting from the bell. That's actually what this huge observer line was really for. Then we place a dropper and a hopper. And we'll have a piston here with an observer, and that's what actually powers this one. Now, finally, we'll want to power this piston, and also we need a bit more to do with these ROMs. So let's quickly make a bunch of observers here that snake down all the way to this piston. And it has to be exactly in this layout, otherwise the timing will be a bit off and won't work. Now we place a block here. So what happens here is every time the signal strength changes, the observer detects that and pulses. So the sequence of this and whether it works or not is entirely dependent on the items we end up placing in these hopper ROMs. So let's program those ROMs, and that's where all these items come in. So in the topmost hopper ROM, we will just put 6 snowballs. In the next hopper ROM, we will put 2 of our first type of throwaway item, another 6 snowballs, 3 of your other throwaway item, a wooden sword, and 6 of your other 16 stackable item. In the third one, you put 4 of your throwaway item, 6 more snowballs, 3 more of your other throwaway item, another sword, and 12 of the final thing. And then finally here, you put 6 of the first type of the throwaway item, 6 snowballs, and this redstone block will start pulsing, that's good, 3 of this, and a wooden sword, or the other unstackable. And finally, let's also put our 2 throwaway items in this dropper. And that should be the entire thing done. So let's real quick test if this opens properly. And in fact, it does. So you can decorate it like I have here, or you can leave it like this, but that's the basics of the entire 6x6 stand. Please subscribe and like if you like this.